Transmitting to you from Old Heart Radio.
Yes, you thought it was real and now it is. This is another episode of Coffee and Contemplation, an Old Heart Radio podcast. Perhaps your favorite Old Heart Radio podcast. Perhaps not. That's okay either way. I'm your host, Old Heart, aka Jared, aka whatever. I am here back from the void, back from the silence, back from the internet jail. I was never in internet jail. I'm just gonna take that one back. Excuse me. But I obviously have been off the quote-unquote airwaves for some time. I'm sure you've noticed. Whoever the fuck listens to this podcast. But I'm back. I'm back. Old Heart Radio's back. Shoutouts to Oatly. The episodic shout out to Oatly is back. That's right, I am drinking a delicious cup of coffee, iced coffee, with some Oatly splashed on top. Pay me, Oatly, sponsor me, sponsor this podcast. Why? I need money! Don't we all though? Don't we all need money in this time of fucking chaos? Holy shit. Alright, I know it's been a while, but seriously, like, summer has been a bummer. This summer of 2020 has kind of been a stinker. I'm gonna say it. I'm going on record as saying it. It's had its ups and downs. All right, I'll start that off. The end of May was kind of rocky, drifting into summer. Became really busy getting a puppy dog named Bowie. All of a sudden, moving was a real jostle. Obviously, that's been the main reason I've been away. It's because just moving, just takes so much physical energy, but it also takes so much mental energy from you. It stresses me the fuck out, and change is always something that stresses me the fuck out. As an adult, I've learned that, and I'm not like proud of it, but you know, it's just a fact. Like, change does not sit too well with me right away. Like, I'm one of those people, like, if I could be picky about it, ease me into that shit. But, you know, you can't be picky. Life does not allow you to be picky. So you just have to roll with it. And here I am. I was on the west side of Olympia, and now I'm on the east side of Olympia. And if you're familiar with the area, it's a really big fucking deal. I'm also moved back into a house again, finally, after a few years in apartment living. So that's fucking nice. Living with my girlfriend, the love of my life, as always, and our good friend, Joanne. So that's cool. Like I said, I got a puppy. One of the things that really prompted the sporadic move was the puppy. Having Bowie's been a fucking blessing, but also you realize how limiting an apartment is with a dog. You're like, holy shit, like, you can't run around, man. Holy shit, like, how do I burn all of your energy? Because that's been my life, right? Like, ever since getting Bowie, it's been basically waking up at 6 a.m, going to work, and then getting off of work, chugging, 20 ounces of coffee, and then playing with Bowie until I can't fucking play anymore, and then have to pass out. Or at least I try to. And some days I fail horribly at it. The amount of slack that my girlfriend picks up coming from me as of late has been a lot. And I don't know. I'm eternally thankful for having a loving partner who understands that shit is hitting me the way it hits me. That includes, the change of having a puppy. I've never had a puppy before. I've never had a puppy before. This is a huge change, as opposed to just getting a fucking older dog and dealing with that. So it's been a lot of change in terms of my life specifically. The summer of 2020 has been a lot of change, and it's been a little rocky. All right, I haven't even gotten to finish Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. yet, although I don't know if the last episode's out. I think it is. I haven't been able to record as many podcasts as I was hoping for. Me and Lucas just figured out a podcast schedule to hit you hot dogs with every week. And then shit just erupted in my life. And that's in terms of COVID. That's besides all the COVID stuff and the COVID stress and the anxiety of that whole life. It's been crazy. And I apologize, dear listener, if you are there, for being lacking in the department. Luckily for you, there is tons of fucking material up already. So, deal with the backlog, I guess. But also, thanks for listening. Shout outs to everybody listening out there. You are all amazing. Continue the work. We are getting more listeners every month. You guys are fucking crazy. You hot dogs are fiending. All right. But seriously, though, appreciate everybody listening. I appreciate my friends and family. And I appreciate everybody out there that is using their voice and using their power, their personal power, to better the world right now. That being said, summer of 2020, man, holy shit. So obviously we kind of started this year off in a very strange position of COVID denial. We went really fucking ham in the spring on COVID lockdown, protect yourself before you wreck yourself, get the masks on, get your fucking hands sanitized, wash them dirty fucking paws, all that shit. At least in Washington. The nation, very up and down. But now, in the summer, in August of summer of 2020, as somebody who is deemed essential enough to be working at a food service establishment, shit is weird, man. We have a mask requirement in Washington State, and I will say this, at least for people in Thurston County that I see in my food service establishment that I work at, tons of people are wearing their masks. Very few people are not wearing their masks. You still have a ton of people doing that dick nose thing where their nose is sticking out above their mask, which I don't understand that. It's really hard as somebody who deals with people coming in and not wearing masks properly. It's really strange to try to approach that conversation with people. It's almost it gives you anxiety almost, because you're just am I gonna get yelled at for telling another adult how to do a really basic ass thing? Are they gonna leave and I'm gonna get in trouble for ruining the potential sale for the company? Any number of things run through your head, and then you have to be excuse me, do you mind putting your mask on? And you just have to. It's you should just dump. It's like jumping into river water. You just have to fucking you know what? Is it cold? Is it gonna be warm? Who fucking cares? Who fucking knows? Just dive in. Get it over with. That's basically how you have to approach conversations with people right now who don't have masks. You're just I don't know how to best do this. Hey, do you know how to wear that mask properly? Seriously though, it's fucking awkward. Working in a pandemic is awkward as fuck, to say the least. I'm amazingly grateful for having a job. I will say that. Really grateful for having a job, for having an income right now, because I don't know what I do. It also gives me some sort of sense of normalcy. I know saying that a day job gives me normalcy makes me sound like a fucking machine, but whatever. It gives me some sort of fucking normalcy, a routine, a schedule to stick to, rather than just being frivolously blasé with my time. But it gives me anxiety at the same time. It gives me stress at the same time. I work open to close shifts just simply because my company is trying to fulfill my full-time requirement at this, as well as trying to make sure that we stay within some sort of profitable margin of hours. And those things take a toll. Honestly, after working 4 of them, I'm fucking spent, and that 5th day comes around and I'm like, holy shit. I know that sounds weak, but it's true. And then there's the stress of dealing with people. Like, you don't know who's carrying the disease, who's carrying COVID. You don't know who's walking through your door, and if that cough is allergies, or as they say, or if it's something more sinister. You know what I mean? You don't know if that person not walking and not wearing a mask before they walk up to the register, and you have to remind them, is an asshole who's just at like a Trump rally or something like that, or like a Trump-esque rally, which happens. There's a rally at the Capitol here in Olympia for brides protesting like the ruling on like weddings right now. Not ruling, the declaration on weddings, or whatever you want to fucking call it. Either way, it's people are going crazy. People are thinking their rights are being infringed on, but they keep fucking forgetting that we have 5 million cases of COVID-19 in our country, and we have over 160,000 people that have fucking died from this, because we have not effectively come up with a plan and guided people through this and led people through this fucking pandemic like other countries have. It's fucking insane. And so, push that aside, and you also have the stress of working full time, which always gets to you after a little while. I'm grateful for my job. I love my job. I love the people I work with. But any job gets to you. You know what I mean? I'm grateful that I get to work with something like coffee that I love, and I get to talk about and experience and drink all the fucking espresso I want. But shit's crazy, man. Summer 2020 has been fucking nuts. It's been full of rocky changes for me personally. It's been full of real highs though, like real joyful moments. Like getting a puppy dog has been something that I've dreamt of since I moved out of my fucking parents' house. Real high moments, but real low moments as well. Like this year has just been fucking chaotic and just all over the place. But I promise you, dear listener, we are going to get more Old Heart Radio podcasts out to you. Find us on Instagram at Old Heart Radio. You can also look us up on Spotify and iTunes under that title, and on YouTube. Follow us on Twitter at Old Heart in Space, because we're floating out there in space. I promise you we have more podcasts on the way. Me and Lucas have a matinee edition coming up, kind of a fresh format that we're throwing at you. More coffee and contemplations to come. Hopefully we can get some guests to do some Zoom meetings with us so we can get some of those local yokels going again. Either way, thank you for listening. You are amazing people. You are amazing hot dogs. Go out there, use your brains for good, because every day is a good day to wrapping up that coconut. And as they say, keep your stick on the ice.